Greetings! I am Sean Redman, aka the cheesily named Darth Shawn. And once again, Star Wars Rebels is in this filler episode type territory, but this time we got an episode more around Ezra and some space whales. The Call. Now in The Call, the Ghost crew, they are running low on fuel. They're trying to steal this shipment from this mining company, and they come across space whales, the Purgles, these large, lumbering space whales, for lack of a better term. And Ezra has an immediate contact with them. He's able to hear them. He's able to kind of understand them a little bit. And while the rest of the crew is a little bit against them, especially Hera, who wants to shoot them down because they're in the way, he is very much trying to defend them immediately from the beginning. And this continues Ezra's connection to nature that we've seen through the first season and a half now. And this kind of leads to an interesting episode. This is not a great episode. It definitely feels very filler-esque, but there's some really important little bits of growth in Ezra in this as he connects to these creatures again. And this time we're seeing more of the light side connecting to the creatures as opposed to when he kind of went full dark side with the creatures in season 1. And so it has that aspect of we get to see Ezra grow a little bit. And Kanan's willingness to let him grow, and as he understands his creature and this trust and this bond between them. And that was really nice to see. As a whole, this episode just doesn't offer a ton. It's a pretty generic story. It's a generic rescue. It's a generic, the characters don't really, outside of Ezra, don't have a whole lot of growth. There's an interesting little back and forth between Hera and Kanan, as well as Hera and Ezra, a little bit of back and forth there, which was nice to see, and it felt a little bit of growth to actual Hera. But as a whole, the characters don't really do a whole lot in this episode, and it's a pretty generic episode. That being said, there's still good things about it, especially with Ezra. Now, for the second straight week, Rebels went really sci-fi. Last week was Zeb and the Prophecy, and this week now with the whales. It feels very much like kind of classic sci-fi feel, which is kind of neat to see, because what was great about the Clone Wars is one episode you'd have a horror genre, and the next one would be a Western, and then you'd go to sci-fi, and then it'd feel very Star Wars, and then it'd feel this, and there was a lot of these genres that they've jumped in and out. They haven't done that in Rebels very much, and so it's cool to see them kind of branch a little more into the sci-fi genre, and it'd be cool if they branched into other genres as well, and just kind of let these characters grow through it. That being said, the episode as a whole just felt very generic. Sure, the whales, the Purgles, are very unique and interesting. There's some cool new TIE fighter designs. Kanan's helmet has been redesigned thanks to Sabine's artistic talents. But as a whole, the episode is pretty generic. It's the, we need to refuel, we'll take out the bad guys, we'll meet some new allies, and we'll go on our way. Very generic, by-the-numbers type of episode. And there's some good moments. The whale riding, the space jump, all those things are really good moments. But as a whole, it's just kind of generic. Not bad, just really generic. The thing going forward in this episode is just seeing Ezra continue to grow. Is this going to push him more towards the dark side? We'll see. Or is this just a continuation of his character growth? The relationship between him and Kanan continues to be something I'm enjoying to see. The other Ghost characters getting little quips here and there involved, but nothing big. And I think it'll be really interesting, especially as I assume next week's going to be a very Hera-centric episode, considering that Cham Syndulla is coming in. So going forward, we're just going to hopefully see these characters continue to grow and move towards the epicness that we saw in the trailer. We know that those final 5 episodes are now basically titled, and they're going to be pretty much all the Sith and Jedi stuff that we saw in this epic trailer. So as we build towards that, and there's nothing wrong with building the characters up and bringing them into these crazy situations. I just wish an episode like this would have spent more time with the characters than just being a generic kind of by-the-numbers episode. But in the end, I enjoyed it, just not as much as maybe the last couple of weeks. So what did you guys think? Did you enjoy The Call? What is your opinion on space whales? Let me know in the comments below. As always, like this video and subscribe to the channel. And I am Shawn Redman, aka the cheesily named Darth Shawn. May the Force be with you.